Welcome back to our playthrough of Ker Nethalas. When we left off, our hero, Emelyn was in the dungeon in a ruined spire where she was about to be attacked by a wraith skull. And the wraith skull is a floating skeletal head. The fragile yet terrifying entity hovers through the air, defying the laws of gravity, tethered to the mortal realm only by dark magic. Its disembodied presence is a chilling reminder of its unholy origins, as it seeks to feed upon the life force of the living, to sustain its spectral existence. When it moves, an eerie whispering echoes through the air, a haunting symphony that strikes fear into all who hear it. The legends speak of fallen Valorian necromancers executed due to their ambition and condemned to serve as guards in the endless halls of the necropolis. So it's undead, astral. There's 1 awareness of 60, 20 endurance, 10 athletics. It's got 5 health, combat skill of 30, and magic resistance of 50. It's humanoid. Its head is its weak spot. Traits are undead and frightening. So let us look up undead and frightening. Conditions. All right. Frightening. A frightening creature requires a successful resolve check at the start of each of your turns, for as long as the creature remains alive or in your same room. Failure causes the loss of 1 sanity. Only 1 check per round is necessary. Okay, so we have to do resolve checks or we start to lose sanity. 1 check at the start of each turn. In undead, it's immune to charm, poison, and disease. Necrotic damage restores it, and it's vulnerable to holy damage. So it can't be hurt by charm, person, and disease. If we use necrotic, it'll heal. And vulnerable, it'll take double damage. But I don't have any holy weapons. I do have Infernal Flame, but its magic resistance is kind of high. So we probably won't be using any of our magical attacks. And my Duskblade, Poison Blade, it does 1 poison damage, so that's useless. So it looks like it's going to be the Morning Star to its head. All right. So we entered the room. We should have did our lair check and tension check in the last video. I believe we did. So let's roll initiative for the Wraith Skull versus Emelyn Nethalas, the Abyssal Reaver Duskblade. So the red die will be the bad guy die, and the black die are the hero dice. Its awareness is 60. Our perception is 50. So it's looking for 60. We're looking for 50. So we got a 40 and they got a 2. No, actually they got a 40 and we got a 2. So they're going to go first. We both pass, but since their number is higher than ours, the skull will attack us first. So first thing we have to do is make a resolve check or we lose 1 sanity. Our resolve is 20. 70, we lose 1 sanity. So our sanity goes from 7 to 6. That's not good. We're going to have about 6 rounds to try to kill this thing because our resolve is so low. So let me just I'll put a 6 here and then erase it at the end. That's going to represent our sanity. And then I should have a red die here with 5 life. This will represent the wraith skull. Okay. Now let's see what it does to attack us. All the monsters have a attack chart with what they do. So we roll that start of their turn. 5. Wail of Torment. It's a magical attack. The wraith skull releases a bone-chilling wail that echoes through the air, striking terror into the hearts of its enemies. Each creature must succeed on a resolve check or become frightened for 2 rounds. Yikes. Another resolve check. As this wraith skull opens its skeletal mouth and wails. That is a fail. So now we are frightened for 2 rounds. We are also going to be frightened. Frightened means we're going to have minus 20, I believe, to all our actions. All right, frightened. We will check that out real quick just to make sure. Nope, that's free. That's a creature trait. That's not a creature trait. It's a condition that we want. The condition is combat encounters, creature traits, spoils and loots. Let's see. I know I got the conditions here somewhere. Combat, healing, conditions, frightened. When the cause of a character's fear is within the same room, minus 20 to all checks. Okay. The frightened character is unable to approach the cause of their fear. At the start of each of their turns, the character affected by fear can attempt to pass a resolve check to be able to act normally. All right, so we'll try to do one more resolve check to see if we can act normally. 29, nope. And then we are going to go ahead and roll for our attack. So normally we would get a 70, minus 10 is a 50. And we'll try to hit it with the Morning Star. I'm assuming it's next to us. I'm not sure if that's a bad roll. We got a 76. That is a miss. And he got a 6, which is a success. And since he has a success and we missed, he gets to do a defensive move. Let's see what he gets for his defensive move. That's an 8. You press your advantage, reducing your opponent's next defensive roll by minus 20. All right, so the next time we roll defense, we have minus 20 to the roll. Now let's see what he does. So that is 1 round. The start of the next round, because it's frightening, we have to make a sanity resolve check. That is a fail. Sanity goes down to 5. This is our second round of being afraid. And then let's see what the Wraith Skull's attack is. 4. Ethereal Phantasm. The Wraith Skull momentarily fades into the ethereal plane, becoming incorporeal until its next turn. While in this state, it becomes immune to non-magical damage and effects. This is bad. This is bad. So the good news is it's not attacking. It's immune to attack. All right, so for our turn, we will attack. Oh, should I even attack it? I think what we'll do is, I think we can use a standard action to try to break the fear and get a bonus to our resolve. We'll do a resolve check and see if we can shake the frightened ability. Nope, we definitely don't shake it. It's immune to attacks, and I don't have any other attack. Well, I do have an attack. We can do the Infernal Flame. Yeah, let's do Infernal Flame. So that costs 4 Aether. It takes us down to 6. And it has a magical resistance of 50, so if it rolls under 50, there's no effect. 49. Wow. Yep, it's no effect. So our Infernal Flame bounces off the creature. That's the end of the second round, so we are no longer frightened. Start of the first round, make a resolve check for our sanity. We pass the check, so we don't lose the sanity. And then let's see what it's gonna do. It's gonna stay ethereal, so it's not gonna attack. So we'll go to our turn. We can only hurt it. We'll spend 4 more Aether. Go down to 2 out of 10. If it rolls under 50, there's no effect. 36, it resists. Then that's the end of this next round. We will make our resolve check for sanity. 48, we go down to 4 sanity. We may have to try to flee. Our dodge is only 15 though. Okay, let's see what he does this turn. He still stays ethereal. So he's not attacking. That's good. We can't hit him, so I'm not going to do anything. We'll just skip to the next round. Fighting this invisible force. Just trying to make us go insane. Sanity goes down to 3. Okay. Let's see what it does this time. A 3. That is still ethereal phantasm. The race score momentarily fades into the ethereal plane, becoming immune to non-magical damage and effects. Yep, my armor is only 15. I don't know that I'm going to be able to flee. All right, so let's see if I only have the Morning Star, so I'm not going to attack it. Poison's not going to work. All right, so top of the round. Resolve check. It's just slowly making us go insane. 33. 2. Yep, we are about to go insane. Back to the race skull. What's it gonna do? 3. It stays ethereal. Maybe I'll roll a different die to see if I can get something else. No attacks. We'll skip our turn. Resolve check again. 26. We need a 20. We've got 1 sanity left. Not gonna attack because it's invisible. 6. All right, it's gonna do a Whale of Torment. We have to succeed in a resolve check or be frightened. So we are frightened again for 2 turns. That's minus 20 to our roll, but we can attack. So instead of a 70, we need a 50, and it needs a 30. And we are having bad luck with the dice roll. So 61 for it, 54. We both fail, but our roll is higher. So that means we will finally hit it. Let's see how much damage we do. 2 on the damage roll is 1 damage, and our mace is powerful, so it's +1. Let's check out the hit location. A 3 on this undead humanoid is, we hit it in the right leg. We do 2 damage. So this thing goes down to 3 life. Okay. So after all the screaming, the wailing, and the disappearing, Emelyn finally manages to land a blow with the Morning Star that affects the creature. Okay, that's the end of that round. We have to do a resolve check. 3, we pass the resolve check with 1 sanity. We're barely holding on. Let's see what the creature does. A 5, another Whale of Torment. Resolve check. We fail, so we're still frightened for 2 rounds. Our turn, we're gonna need a 50. Our bludgeoning weapon skill is 60, and you get +10 when you're the aggressor, so 70. Minus 20 for being frightened, so we need 50. His combat skill is 30. He needs 30. We got 41. We got 15, so that is another hit for us. Let us roll damage. On the damage chart, a 4 on the damage chart is still 1 damage. It's powerful. Let's see where we hit him. 12 in the chest. So we hit it right in the chest with the Morning Star. We get +1 damage, so it's going to go down to 1 life. As we bash the skull again. Now we have to make a resolve check as the horrifying visage gets more and more grotesque the more wounded it gets. And that is a fail. That means we go down to 0 sanity, which means we make a roll on the madness table. So we are going insane. Let me find the madness table. Mapping, traps, tension die, potions, personal goal, sanity, page 79. We did not want to go out like this. All right, so you roll on the madness table. That's a D10 roll. We could die. This could be the end of Emelyn. We'll take this die here. Let's see what we get. That is a 7. You're having trouble retaining all your memories and experiences. Each time you earn any amount of XP, you earn 10 less. And that is cumulative. All right. So we'll put notes minus 10 XP, memory loss. And then once you go insane and suffer a madness episode, you recover all your lost sanity. So now our sanity will go back up to 12. Right, so we are suffering memory loss, and it is cumulative. All right. Minus 10 sanity. So that means for opening locked doors, we're not going to get any XP anymore. We'll get 40 XP for killing monsters. Next up. So that was the first resolve check to see if we are going to see if we go mad. So we did that. Now we'll see what the Wraith Skull does on its turn. We go back to the Wraith Skull's weapons page. A 5, another Wail of Torment. So we're getting lucky with the fact that it's not actually like hitting us. It's just yelling and turning invisible. All right, so let's see if we can pass a resolve check. We do pass with a 6. So we still have 1 round left of being frightened from the previous wail, but it didn't go back up to 2. All right, and then let's go ahead and attack it. So it's going to be 50 versus 30. The Morning Star. They got a 52, which is a fail. We got an 81 as a fail, but our 50 is higher than the 30, so we hit. Let's see how much damage we do. All right, that is going to be left leg hit for 3 damage, 2 damage, and a +1 from the mace. And the Wraith Skull explodes in a pile of bone and flame. All right, so we're going to get 40 XP. We recover D4 toughness. So our toughness is at 13 out of 19. 1 toughness, that makes it a 14. And because of our ability as an Abyssal Reaver, we get an extra toughness after each encounter, which I forgot to do in the previous session. So we should have +2. So 14, 15, 16. Our toughness is 16 right now. The Abyssal Reaver has a passive ability that they get 1 extra temp toughness per encounter. Okay, so the Wraith Skull has been defeated. We get to roll on the spoils chart. All right, do I have the spoils chart out here? I do. So that's a D6 roll. 1 roll on the mundane items table. D100 roll. 51 mundane items. We find a flare. So we will log that we have a flare. Where? I'm not sure what that does right now, but we can look that up later. All right, then we're gonna decide, do we want to try to scavenge? So let's try to scavenge. We need to get a 30 or less for our scavenging skill. 46, we do not successfully scavenge. Okay. Now we gotta decide, do we press on or go back through this room? So we can go up here, we'd almost be to the end, but we can figure out a way to make the room curl around. All right, so let's go ahead and have Emelyn check to see if this door is locked. On a 12 or higher, it's locked. 9, it is not locked. So we will go into the next room. We got a 96. That is a dead end in another one of these crazy looking rooms. So this one will go up like this, shaped kind of like a circle bowl. And it is a dead end. Let's go ahead and see what the description of the room is. Getting the room description is an optional rule. We just like to do that because it's fun. So, room description. 14. Foul, withered plants and skeletal trees twist and reach for sunlight that will never touch them. So this is like some kind of dark garden. Trees, vines, withered vegetation is in here. Then let's see if we get an encounter. Let's see, 10 or higher, there is an encounter. 17, there is an encounter in the room. Let's roll on the encounter table. 4 is combat encounter table B. And a D20 roll. 12, a tomb crawler. There's a tomb crawler in here. That sounds like that might be another undead beastie. Or not. Okay, tomb crawler. Deep within the subterranean catacombs, the tomb crawler slithers as an unsettling and giant nightmarish millipede. Unsettling and nightmarish giant millipede. A horror that preys on the unwary intruders that venture into its domain. This monstrous arthropod boasts a segmented exoskeleton adorned with an array of jagged spines and bony protrusions. Providing both protection and an eerie skeletal appearance, its numerous legs writhe in a disturbing symphony of motion, propelling it forward with uncanny speed and agility. As it navigates the labyrinthian tunnels with deceptive ease, the tomb crawler's elongated body spans vast lengths, making it a formidable foe that can strike from unexpected angles. Its coloration is a blend of earthly hues, allowing it to blend seamlessly with the darkness, rendering it nearly invisible until it is upon its hapless prey. The creature's fanged mandibles secrete a paralyzing venom, swiftly incapacitating its victims, which it then carries away to its hidden lair for slow and terrifying consumption. I think there's actually a picture of a tomb crawler in here. I think it's like in the beginning. Oh no, this is a necropede. Okay, never mind. But it probably looks similar to that. All right. So I skipped a step, a little rusty. So when we go into a room, we have to do the tension die and the lair check. So our tension die is at a D6. We're trying not to roll a 1 or 2. 3, tension stays the same. The lair die is a D12. We want a 1 or 2, so that helps us find the overseer. Nope, not getting close to the overseer. So the tomb crawler is here. We need to mark off our light source, and then we'll start the fight. It's let's see, it's an animal. There's one of them, 60 awareness, 40 endurance, 25 athletics, 8 health. Ooh, that's a lot. It's a serpentoid. It's got 2 armor on its body. So if I hit it on the body, then we're going to hit the armor. Combat skill of 30, magic resistance of 30. Spells are on the resource table. I'm tempted to try to poison this thing, and it's venomous. Venomous means it bites us. Paralyzing bite. Yeah, paralyzing bite will poison us because it says venomous fangs. Okay. So let's roll our initiative. Our perception is 50. And its awareness is 60, so it's very aware. It got a 41, which is a success. We got a 44, which is a success. And since our 44 is higher than its 41, we go first. All right, so it's got 8 health. Do we want to just come out with the Infernal Flame and see if it resists it? Or do we want to save that for later on? Let's see. Poison Blade, 1 poison damage. That might be good, but it's cumulative, so we'd have to hit it with that twice for it to take 1 damage per turn. Let's go ahead and go. At the end of the battle, your Aether resets, so we're back up to 10 Aether. We'll go down to 6. Emelyn's hands will burst into flames, and she'll do her Infernal Flame, a Flaming Fist attack. If it rolls a 30 or less, no effect. 85, we hit it. It's a d6 and a d4 of damage, so we roll both these dice, and we look at the damage table and see what we get. A 2 and a 1, which is pretty bad. I think 2 is 1 damage. Yep, so it will take 1 damage. Let me roll for the hit location. I'm not 100% sure that I have to do that for magic. So 7 on the hit location. Let's see, hit location, and this is a serpentoid. 7 is the body, so it just has the body and a head. And the body has 2 armor. Oh, but magical attacks, I think, are not blocked by armor. So it'll take 1 damage. So it will go from 8 life to 7. All right, then it's going to attack us. So its combat skill is normally 30. It gets plus 10 because it's the aggressor. So it's looking for 40. And for us to dodge, we are looking for 60. 52, it missed. 16, we pass. So it failed. We succeeded, which means we get to roll on the dodge table for our bonus. Defensive move of 2. Reduce your opponent's armor by 1 in 1 random location until the end of combat. Well, we'll reduce the 2 body armor down to 1. Fantastic. So we notice the weakness in this armor that we can take advantage of. Oh, I forgot to see what it actually does. We might have to read 1. Spine strike. Okay, so it was going to attack us. The tomb crawler raises its segmented body and lashes out with its jagged spines, dealing d6 piercing damage on a hit. Additionally, the target must succeed on an endurance check or receive -10 to their next attack. So it missed us with the spine strike, so we were okay. All right, back to our turn. We are going to... Do we want to do another flame strike and hope we get lucky with the roll? I mean, that's the most damage we can do. Yeah, we'll spend our Aether. We'll go from 10. We've got 6 down to 2. Last chance while our flaming fists are still on fire. Let's see if it resists. It resists. Great. All right, we took our chance. Back to the tomb crawler's turn. 6 slash. The tomb crawler lashes, dealing d8 slashing damage, and I will take bleeding 1. All right, so let's see if it hits. It needs a 40. We need a 60. It got a 45, which is a fail. We got an 81, which is a fail. Our score is higher, so we dodge. out of the way. All right, back to us. We are going to attack it. We need a 70. It needs a 30. Oh, rolling bad. 94, that's a fail. 82 is a fail for it as well. Our skill is higher, so we will hit with the Morning Star. We'll do hit location and damage. 6 damage, 11 to the Serpentoid is its body. Or it's not 6 damage. 6 on the chart is 2 damage. Plus 1 from our powerful mace attack. So we do 3 damage. Its armor absorbs 1, so it takes 2. So it goes down to 5 life. Let's see how it retaliates. 3. Paralyzing Bite. The Tomb Crawler lunges forward, attempting to bite a target with its venomous fangs. It makes a melee attack, dealing d6 piercing damage on a hit. Additionally, the target must succeed on an endurance check or be paralyzed for 1 round as the venom takes effect. Okay. Let's see if it hits us. It needs a 40. We need a 60. Ooh, it got a 41. It barely missed. We got a 52, which is a success. That means we get to roll on our defensive move. All right, Emelyn. Emelyn's doing pretty good. 9. You get a moment of respite after fending off your opponent's attack. Recover 2 toughness. All right, so our toughness goes up from 16 to 18. So we're almost back to full health. All right, then we're going to attack. 70 versus 30. Hit it with the Morning Star. 28 is a hit. 14 is a success. Our 28 is higher than its 14, so we hit. D6 damage. 1 damage will only do 1. Let's see what the hit location is. 6 is the body, so it blocks it. That's unfortunate. The Tomb Crawler comes back at us with a Spine Strike. It needs a 40. We need a 60. 97 is a fail. 54 is a success. So we get another defensive move. Or if you were prone, paralyzed, stunned, or some other similar condition, you automatically recover. Otherwise, your next attack receives an additional plus 10. All right, so we get plus 10 to our next attack. We need an 80. It needs a 30. We'll hit it with the Morning Star. And we rolled a 95, which is bad. They rolled a 44, which is also a fail, which means we hit because our bludgeoning skill is the highest. Let's see how much damage we do. Morning Star, 5. That's 2 damage plus 1 is 3. Let's see if we hit it someplace other than the body. Is 15 still the body on Serpentoid? It is. So 3 damage in total. The armor blocks 1. It takes 2. It is down to 3 life. All right, let's see what it does. So we are just batching this thing with the Morning Star over and over again. This huge creature scuttling around in this forested dead vine area. 6 is gonna slash us. D8 slashing damage, so it needs a 40. We need a 60. 70, it misses. 5 for us. That is a success. We get another defensive move. 3. Your opponent receives the bleeding 1 condition. All right, so it is bleeding. It has bleeding 1, which doesn't do any damage yet unless it becomes bleeding 2. But I'll take it. All right. Another hit with the Morning Star. Let's go for it. 51 is a hit. For us, we need a 70 or less. 71 is a fail for them. D6 damage. Let's see what we get. 3 on the damage table is 1 damage. Let's see where we hit it. We have to roll a 17 or higher to hit it in the... Yeah, 18 or higher to hit it in the head. Not quite yet. So hit it in the body. 2 damage. 1 armor blocks it, so it goes down to 2 life. It's almost dead. 2 life. Okay. Let's see what it does. A 2. Gonna do a spine strike, raising its segmented body. Lashes out with its jagged spines. See if it hits us. It needs a 40. We need a 60. 15 is a hit. 30 is also a success. And since my 30 is higher than its 15, we win. And we get to do a defensive move. 9. You get a moment of respite. Okay, we heal 2. So our toughness is full up. We are full health. 19 toughness, 10 health. We are good to go. So we catch another breather and then circle back around and try to finish this guy off. We need a 70 versus a 30. We got a, is that a 60? 65 versus a 75. So that is a fail for them, a success for us. See how much damage we do and where we hit it. All right, that is gonna be enough. So 3 damage, it blocks 1. And we bash the tomb crawler for 2 damage, hitting it in the body, splitting it in half with the Morning Star. And we have defeated the tomb crawler. We get 40 XP because of our madness. And then we get to roll on the resources table for spoils. Let's see what kind of stuff this creature had on it. Resources, valuable items, mundane. Okay, I have to find this resources table. Let's see where that is. Random weapons, loot and spoils, mundane items, precious items. I don't see resources. Maybe, is that a typo? Spoils resources table. Spoils table, spoils table. Let me just check, but I don't see anything that says resources. Mundane valuables, potion, attunement, magic items, a relic, lamp oil. Is it not the mundane items table? No. Other items and gear, common gear, fragments. I think maybe that's a typo. I don't see anything that says oh, here it is, resources. All right, yep, so it's a D10 roll. Let's see what we get. That is a 1. You find nothing of value. Great. Great. We could have used some cooking supplies or crafting supplies, but okay. Nothing of value. Let's try to scavenge. 30 or less. 31. Nope. We just barely missed the scavenge roll. Okay. Now, let's see. We can backtrack. Since this is a dead end, we'll go through and try to explore maybe one more room and see for this part 2 playthrough. So we're going to backtrack from here to this room. So we have to burn a light source. So right now, our light source, our torch has 20 uses. We've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 uses. When you backtrack, we have to roll the tension die. So we'll roll a d6. See if anything bad gets closer to happening. Yes, so the tension die goes down to a d4. Let me mark that we are now rolling a d4. Then we'll backtrack into, so we passed the Spire Ruins. We're going back to where the well room with the dead Vorleg. Burn another light source. And then we'll roll a d4. If it's a 1 or 2, something bad is going to happen. And it is a 1. Fantastic. That means we have to make a darkness roll. Our tension die will go back up to a d8. And the Ker Nethalas, what horrors lie in the Ker Nethalas necropolis. So let's see what our darkness roll is going to be. Let's see, where is the darkness roll? Tension die. Give me a second here. Look this up. Tension dies on 106. Maybe it's around that page. $106. Yep. Growing Darkness, a D100 roll. 63. A swarm of hellbats surrounds you. Make a successful combat check. If it passes, you receive 10 XP. If you fail, you suffer D10 slashing damage. All right, so a swarm of hellbats. So we need to roll under a 60. So we got a 69, which means we fail. We're going to suffer D10 slashing damage. So we're going to roll a D10. And then we'll roll the hit location. And we'll see what we get. So 17 and 2. So 2 is our right leg. So we don't have any armor over our right leg. 2 on the damage table is 1 damage. So we take 1 damage to our toughness on our right leg. So one of the bats kind of scratched us going by. And in terms of darkness, that's actually not bad. That's not a bad darkness roll. So we kind of lucked out with that one. All right. So we shaded in these doors that are locked. I think let's go ahead and go to the open door. And we'll roll this room up. Let's see what we get. So first, we'll make our D100 roll. That is a 36. So 36 on here is just a long hallway. So it comes down like this. All right, so this is the room that we're heading into. Let's go ahead and do our tension check and lair check. So tension is back at a D8. We roll a 1 or a 2, it goes down. Fine. Lair check, are we getting closer to finding the oversight? Nope. Okay. And we'll see our room description. 22. The bones of the Empire's most wicked are piled high in this macabre display of death's inevitability. So there's bones in here. Piles of bones litter the walls. Let's see if we have an encounter. The 10 or higher. This is considered a room. There is no encounter, so instead we have an event. So we'll go to the event table. We'll roll a D100 and see what happens. That's 18. There's something of value here. Roll on the spoils table. Okay. Let's roll on the spoils table, which is a D6. A 6. Roll on the precious items table. All right, let's find the precious items table. Precious items table. Oh, here it is. Precious items. That's a D20 roll. 16. It is a relic. Okay, that sounds good. So relic. 16. So then is there a relic table here? Relic table. Random weapon, magic item generation, armor, damage, belt, boots, making magic items, ring, relics. Relics are powerful, unique magic items that grant you access to one-of-a-kind powers, abilities, and advantages. Finding one of these items can change how you play the game and really change the course of your character's fate. All right, Emelyn. Let's make a D20 roll and see. What relic did we stumble upon in this room filled with corpses? Perhaps one of the adventurers before us had it. 13. Lucky number 13. Potion of Forgotten Fate. Okay. Potion of Forgotten Fate. And where is that at? Infernal Plate, Mace, Ring. Potion of Forgotten Fate. It's consumable. Upon drinking the potion, you automatically lose access to one of your 2 starting masteries. You are free to pick a new one, assigning the same number of ability points that were assigned to the Forgotten Mastery. The swirling black liquid slushes and bubbles as if it has a mind of its own. A person drinking this mysterious liquid feels the brew eagerly sliding into their throat, choking them. After a minute of pure agony and being unable to breathe, they vomit a black crystal containing all their old power and experiences, and feel an empty space in their soul, eager to be filled with a new power. All right, that's the Potion of Forgotten Fate. And it is a consumable. All right, so let's go ahead and write that down. We don't have a backpack yet. Non-encumbering items, we'll put Potion of Forgotten Fate. That will let us pick a new ability if we want. And I may go look at that just to see, because with our rigid leather armor, we randomly rolled this character, but Duskblade is good for stealth, and our rigid leather armor actually doesn't help our stealth. So we may drink that and see if we get a different mastery. But for now, I think that will conclude our playthrough of part 2. We were able to defeat the Wraith Skull and the Tomb Crawler. Got a little bit deeper into the dungeon. We'll just do a little. We are here. And then that way, when we start next, we'll go into the next room. We'll see if this door is unlocked. Actually, let me check that now so that I don't forget. So let's make a quick door roll, see if the door is unlocked. 12 or higher, it's locked. Yeah, it's locked. So this is locked. And we'll have to decide if we want to break that door down, go back. And it looks like all the other doors are also locked. Even this one back here was locked too. I'll shade that in. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed part 2 of our playthrough. Tune in next time. We'll see if Ker Nethalas can continue to survive and try to find the Overseer and Ker Nethalas. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you made any mistakes, feel free to put something in the comments. Just having a fun, casual playthrough. Thanks for watching.